Would you cheat?
Depends if my God would forgive me. Would my God forgive me? Would I be invited on to podcast to talk about my story and how much of I was a victim and I was, I just there's some variables here, you know.
No.
Leftovers, 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 leftovers.
Welcome to the Leftovers Podcast. This is James.
This is Alex.
And we're sad.
Why?
Because the Bears are out of the playoffs.
They lost.
Oh, what a great season. What a great game, though. I think we're really confident for next year. I think Caleb Williams is really going to take the team forward now.
Dude, the way that everybody got so hyped for this last season, I feel like we actually feel like a city now.
Yeah, exactly. We have a team that we can be proud of.
Yeah.
That's the more important thing to me.
I used to not watch sports specifically for the fact that the Bears don't do that well ever.
Nope.
So then it's just why do I even want to support them if they're not good?
100%. I 100% get that, but I think we have a solid team now. I did hear rumors. There's a player that they're trading. I forgot who it was. Mm-hmm. So let's see what the lineup looks like by next season. Hopefully, we keep most of our main stars, but I think Caleb Williams is going to pull it off now. But
I hope they don't people don't take him. You know, that would suck.
You think he'll find somewhere better to be?
I don't know. After
you know what?
this
No,
season, they might.
He doesn't deserve to leave the Bears and go somewhere else and say oh, I need a team that fits me, right? He made as much mistakes as the team did.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So it's just one of those things where he's where he needs to be. He can't cheat on the team.
If he does, then I'm gonna get mad.
I'm gonna get mad.
Everyone will get mad.
Everyone will. So anyway, speaking of cheating.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
So today's episode, we're talking about a little reaction video. So Alex is gonna listen to this.
Okay.
And he's gonna give you a live reaction. Are you ready, Alex?
I'm ready.
Okay. Hopefully it's not
Alex
too loud.
and I'm ready.
Here's the video, Alex.
I've been cheating on him for 3 years with his best friend. We had 2 kids, 3 and 6 years old. And he could have walked away, should have walked away, could have. And when all this came out, and I hid it for 3 years in the church, when all of this came out, he looked at me and listen, a good therapist knows your feelings are valid and you can feel all of those things. He was mad. He was hurt. He was confused. He was disoriented. All those things were still true. None of that was underscored or not a part of his experience. But what was also a part of his experience, because he had been submitting and surrendering to the Lord so faithfully for so long, was he literally looked at me, and all I expected him to do was exactly what every man had done in my life, my dad, all these other men, was to leave. And instead, he looked at me and he said, Casey, I don't know how to not love you. That is when Jesus became my Lord.
No. That's when you listen to Satan, woman. That is when you listen to Satan. Talking about the Lord and stuff.
The video was titled "A Christian's Husband's Response to Cheating."
Oh my God, no. That's bad.
That's bad, right?
That's bad.
That's real bad.
That's messed up. Okay, she has a 3-year-old. She's been cheating for 3 years. Mm-hmm. Are we sure that 3-year-old is the guy's? Or is it the one that she cheated on him with?
We don't know. We don't know for sure.
The best friend?
The best friend from the church, I think.
Wow. You know what I've heard? Some weird shady stuff happens in churches.
What do you mean?
A lot of cheating and
infidelity.
I've also heard, and then I've also heard swingers also hanging out at church.
Yeah.
It's a good spot to meet others people in your age range.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Yeah, that are also coupled up.
Yeah. So in this video, I didn't show you the video part. We just listened to the audio.
Yeah.
While she's telling this beautiful story, the podcast host, he starts crying. He starts tearing up because of how beautiful it is, what's going on here.
He does?
Yeah.
Did he not pay attention to what she was saying?
No, she did.
She's a cheater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But...
And she blamed God at some point?
And she didn't blame God. She said, because of God, he couldn't leave me because he didn't know how not to love me.
Oh my God, dude, no.
I think I don't know why they posted this thinking it was a good idea. I think in their head, they thought this is what people need to see, that in a proper Christian marriage, things can happen, but we don't divorce because love beats
Finds a
everything,
way.
finds a way.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, not the right message to send out. Not the right message.
I have heard this though. Like there are like those stereotypical stories where there'll be like a cheating husband, and
Yeah.
he'll be all like, "Yeah, but it was just because Satan won in that moment, and I can't let him win again. So if you stay with me, it'll prove that God is like stronger than all this." But it's like, dude, you cheated once, twice, 3 times, and it's like, dude, you can't just keep using God as an excuse and just being like, "Well, I said that I was sorry. I asked for forgiveness, and that's kind of what he does." So
Yeah,
I feel like
exactly. He forgave me.
yeah, and that's like, what? Are you just not gonna forgive me? Are you better than God? Are you saying that right now? I'm gonna tell our pastor.
Becomes a victim of her own crime.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just so
gaslighting.
funny. The idea that this lady goes on a podcast and thinks it's a good idea to share this story, like, you got away with it. Now, like, keep it hush hush, because what's
Yeah.
gonna happen? Everyone's gonna be like, you're an idiot to the
Yeah.
guy. Like, you're an idiot for staying with him.
Wait, so this was from like a podcast?
Yeah, like some kind of Christian podcast.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like, what
Yeah.
kind of podcast is it? But yeah, okay, it's
Yeah,
a Christian guy. So he probably talks to like a bunch. Remember that one dude that cheated on his wife? From the Try Guys.
Yeah, Ned.
And like his whole thing was that he wanted to like make a podcast where he's gonna talk to everybody who's been like on what was it?
Rock bottom.
Rock bottom. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is kind of giving that vibe.
It's
where
kind of giving
like-
that vibe.
Yeah.
But this one was good.
Wait, has he come out with an episode yet?
Yeah, his first episode was
Yeah.
with his ex-wife.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
And it was like an honest conversation with somebody who cheated or something
Dude,
like
the
that.
shade thrown on that podcast was so funny. She's not like this kind of confrontational person, it looks like, but like
Yeah.
everyone just like, we know what you're saying, Ariel. We know what
Yeah.
you're trying to say.
Exactly.
No, but this is one of the funniest videos I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Like, by far. Like, the way she just, like, dude, talk about demasculating a man where you go on a public thing and you're like, yeah, I cheated on him for 3 years and I got away with it because he
Yeah.
just couldn't let go of me.
Yeah.
Oh, and then just, you know, his faith was so strong. He just kept submitting and submitting and submitting to this guy named Jesus.
Submitting is a crazy choice of words.
Right.
Submitting.
Submitting.
Oh, no. Because it's one thing if he went on like that podcast and talked about his experience, his story, and like if he were to like show up and give like this whole spiel about how he didn't leave her because of his faith.
Right.
That would have been like, wow, like good for you.
Yeah, 100%.
But for her to put it into her own hands, try to like control like the narrative, and even though she's like the one that did like the wrong thing,
Right.
that's controlling as hell.
Dude, it's just the wrong move.
It's the wrong move. Wow.
And it's just so funny too because she just keeps going on and on about this. You know, like that's not okay. The reason I brought this video up today was one, hilarious, hilarious video, and two, because one thing that always has prevented me from always being in love with the idea of church and religion.
I thought you were about to say the one thing that has stopped me from cheating is. And then you're gonna, I was gonna be like, yo,
My Lord and Savior. No, the one thing that always stops me from being too involved in like church and stuff like that is the hypocrisy in churches.
Yeah.
Like this is a prime example of people who, when people talk about God and they talk about how holy they are, they're not talking about how much they do. They talk about how much they get away with. Their whole it's like a measuring thing of like who got forgiven harder. Like, well, my God let me cheat on my husband. My God let me beat my wife. My God let me kill a guy. You know, like it's
That is
always
true, though.
it's straight up always just a measuring contest of who got away with the worst crime and got forgiven by their church.
I have seen this. Yeah, I do agree that like a lot of people like just use God as like their way to like get out of things. It's messed up.
It's really bad when people do it that way.
Yeah.
Right?
I like when like people follow the actual rules and they're like, okay, I abide by this thing that they're teaching me, and they just stick to that, you know?
Right.
When they stray too far away from it, where they start doing like the actual thing, then it's like you're missing like the whole point.
Well, no, but they hide behind that because they know, oh, you can't touch a holy man. You can't say I'm a bad person. Look at me. I donate to my church. I
Yeah.
volunteer to my church. It's like, yeah, but like, I feel like that's an old thing now. Like back in the day, it was like, oh, this guy's volunteering at church. They're like a clean person.
Yeah.
And now because of everything we know about what happens in churches and the people around it, we're just like, so
Yeah.
I go to school. You don't see me saying like, oh, because I go to school, I'm a clean person. It's like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I flunked the class, maybe.
Yeah,
You
'cause- okay, but like hearing stories like this doesn't undermine like the actual people that actually like follow the
100%.
rules and stuff. And, like,
100%.
you know, because there are like the ones that will abide by like everything that they learn, and just because there's like these people that are like, oh, it's a get out of free jail card, like
Yeah.
that doesn't mean it's like the whole Like
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Me personally, though, put the God stuff away.
Yeah.
You don't do this to your husband.
No,
you
you
don't
not.
do this to your boyfriend or anyone that your significant other. You don't go to a public place and out your dirty laundry and start talking about how like, yeah, I put him through all this and he was such a freaking beta, such a beta male.
Yeah.
What would you go? A simp. He was such a simp for me that he couldn't let me go even after 3 years of me cheating on him.
In a weird way, I feel like it's like her flexing.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm so great, he couldn't leave me.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's exactly what I'm saying. These kinds of people who ruin church, these are the kind of people that are literally just flexing how much their God forgave them, and how much they can get away with because their God forgives them.
I don't even know if it's that. It seems like it's more like ego. Like it's her ego being like, okay, even after I did all of this, he's still with me. You know?
No, but she's crying. So like, I don't think it's ego.
Was she crying?
A little bit.
He was though.
The host was. Yeah.
And then also the guy who got cheated on was probably also at
He's
home.
probably still crying.
Yeah. He hasn't gotten over it.
How do you get over that? It's one thing to be cheated on. It's one thing to find out it's been going on for 3 years.
Yeah.
Like, why?
It's like that one story with the CEO girl. Like maybe it was the one time, and like, you know, because like she was saying like, oh, it was only one time, blah blah blah, and like I guess like if you're gonna be like, oh, it was one time, it's fine, but this guy was cheated on for 3 years straight
with his best friend.
Yeah.
$5 says though, if he forgives his wife, then he has to forgive the best friend.
He does,
right? So now they're all still hanging out together, and it's just awkward now. It's like, so what'd you do last weekend?
Yeah.
It's like,
oh, your wife.
Yeah,
but she told you, so it's okay.
So it's okay.
No. That's a rough situation to be in.
I don't know a rougher situation to be in.
Yeah.
It's, like I said, like I feel like there's a lot of things that can hurt people.
Yeah.
But when you amplify that to millions of people in the world, because this thing went viral, dude, it's like, why did I even forgive you?
I couldn't be on the other side of that. I would rather her and the best friend kill me than have that happen to me.
Yeah. No, I don't know what else I'd rather do than... No, this couldn't happen.
There's
if this
nothing
ever
worse.
happens, I think if that happens to me, I have to move. I change my identity, everything.
Yeah. You can't just stay in that same town. You can't stay there with like the same group of friends.
No,
you gotta
can't
leave.
Oh my god! And then what would be worse is like you go back to church Sunday service, or I don't know what Christians do, Saturday or Sunday.
Sunday, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, they go back to service, and then they show up, and then the pastor's like, "I just want to give you guys a great example of what a great man looks like.
Yeah.
This man right here, he was cheated on.
Yeah,
he was cheated on for 3 years, and you know what he did? He got mad, and that's okay.
Yeah.
He got sad, and that's okay. But because he's been submitting to this church, he's been on his knees for us for so long.
No.
He found the courage, the bravery.
Oh no, I couldn't. Here's the thing. It wasn't the pastor probably who went up there and talked. It was probably her.
Oh my god.
She was probably like doing the exact same thing that she did here. We're just like going in front of them and being like, hey guys, I know that you guys know me from, you know, youth group and, you know, like, bull crap,
like
whatever.
AA meetings.
Yeah. But I have something to admit to all of you. And then she just goes on like the whole thing, and it just goes on and rambles, and everyone's just staring at the guy.
Yeah.
And everyone's just like, oh my God, like he knows now.
Yeah.
Everyone around you knows.
Exactly.
Oh no, no. I would have to go out to like see. I couldn't just move. I would have to go out to sea.
There's no population.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, also, you hit it right in the nail. It's like ego, because it's also kind of like, why is she making herself out to be the victim?
Yeah.
Like the way she's talking about this, it's almost like she's like, in her words and her tone, she's kind of saying it like, I'm so ashamed of this. Mm-hmm. But her actions are like, no, I don't know.
No.
Her actions are so, I don't know how to say it.
It's misleading.
It's very misleading because
like
she's like becoming the victim of her own crime.
Yeah. And she's just kind of like, oh, I feel bad. I feel guilty, but I'll do it again.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, like, I was going to say she didn't do it again.
Yeah.
Right.
And like, how did it even end? Like, did she actually come to terms with like what she was doing? Or did the other guy just get tired of her? Or like he left? Did the other guy leave?
No, apparently
you know?
not, yeah.
Was he just like, oh, hey, sorry, I met someone and I would never do that to them like you would to your husband? You know?
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at some of these comments, right? Somebody said, she probably still cheating. Yep. Nah, straight narcissism. Agreed.
Yeah.
My ex-husband cheated on me and begged me to forgive him and stay. I forgave him, but I divorced him. No way am I staying with a cheater. That's what I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, true. You could forgive them, but at the end of the day, you have to be like, I'm out.
This guy, Even when he was scripturally pardoned for divorce, he still chose to stay. That man really decided to love you from the beginning. That godly, unconditional love. This is something to learn from. What?
Okay, here's the thing. When you make a vow to somebody, you're supposed to like love them through better and through worse. Does this apply in that vow?
For better or for worse?
Yeah.
No, I think
because this is definitely the worst.
I think even in like churches, this is considered like you're okay to divorce.
Yeah,
because you're okay to separate from this person.
Yeah, because that's like the ultimate. That's like one of the 10 commandments, right?
Don't covet your neighbor's wife. Oh,
do not covet your neighbor's wife.
Sorry.
No, adultery, right?
Adultery.
Yeah.
I mean, is it that bad? I'm just kidding.
But like, how does the church view that? Is it specifically like, do they like, say for example, you both go to the church and you're like trying to express like what happened? Does the pastor go like, oh, according to Exodus 9:55, whatever,
right,
you guys should stay together? Or is it like the opposite where it's like you guys should split?
I think according to the Bible, these would be grounds for divorce and it would be completely okay. But from my understanding, when couples are going through these hard issues or like more serious issues, even like you're talking about like domestic abuse and stuff like that, I think the church will do therapy in the sense of like the pastor will talk to both of you and try to talk you out of divorce because that's not what God would want or whatever. And it doesn't paint a good image of the church usually to have divorcees in there.
It just goes right back to like how they want to keep their image clean.
Well, that, and also I think some pastors are also aware of the fact that like the community is so toxic. Like as soon as you're a divorcee, people look at you like you're a black sheep. Yeah. And it's like, and you get outcasted from a lot of events and stuff like that. Yeah. And it's like, okay, well, we got divorced. We didn't tell you why. Can you like back off? I mean, in this case, she deserves to be outcasted. Yeah. But like, imagine she goes back to that church and everyone's just like, oh my goodness, you accepted Jesus as your Lord and Savior. Now we're so happy for you. Don't worry about how we got there. But you know,
what if like they go back and like everybody looks down at the guy, but everyone's just like, she's an angel.
How could you not? How could you not look down at that guy? Yeah. Like, I'm all for like, yeah, we should be understanding and all stuff. Look, I'm going to be my real self for a second. Dude, I can't respect the man who was cheated on for 3 years. And his biggest line, his big comeback line to his wife was, Casey, I don't know how to not love you.
Wait. Why is it that Casey was also in my head?
Is that not her name?
Oh, was it?
I think that's her name.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, then that's probably why.
Yeah. But like the fact that that's his line.
Yeah.
What the heck?
No, I'd be like, dude, just get a freaking ball sack.
Yeah, like, you know, just get a Nerf rifle and start aiming. You know?
Just go out to sea, like I said.
Yeah, go out to sea.
Yeah, go pick up a hobby. Go get fish. Just stare at ocean for like a long time. There's nothing else you can do.
Have you ever had a friend who got cheated on?
Have I? Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
How did they take it? Honestly,
I don't want to out them. Yeah. But like,
look, I'm gonna be honest. Anybody who uses God in an argument, I'm so against it. I'm so against it. Unless we're talking, if we're going scripture for scripture, then yeah, I'm gonna pull out Elijah. I'm gonna pull out Ezekiel. I'm gonna pull that out. I'm gonna pull it out like a 9. You know.
Yeah.
But like, if it's a civil argument that's like something like this, like cheating, it's a civil argument. Yeah. Not a biblical argument.
No.
I hate people like this.
You know, speaking of like bringing out like these Exodus or whatever, I actually really want to get into like the Bible this year and like just learn about it and just like really like get into it.
Oh, I thought you wanted to do what I wanted to do.
What do you want to do?
You wanted to learn so much about it so that anytime a pastor says something that's wrong, I can be like, actually. No, I do too. I mean, I do think it'd be fun to learn more about it and actually understand where people come from and why certain things are like, how come that's not okay? Why is this okay? It would be really cool. Not to say like, it's more like I would like to be a student for us it would be Catholicism, but like I'd like to be a student of it. I don't know that I would per se like follow every rule. Yeah. But I mean, that's the nice thing about being Catholic. No one follows any of the rules.
Yeah, true. But I would also love to like sit down with like a pastor or at least somebody that's like knowledgeable on it and just kind of have like those discussions where it's like, okay, I have a question about this. Can you explain it further? Just to kind of have like, you know, just like learn more, you know?
What's a question you think would stump a pastor?
Oh, what's a question I think I could stump a pastor with?
What's the age of consent, pastor?
Oh, no. What would be another one? Are we
talking about law? Or are we talking about the Bible?
Oh, yeah, because some of them are not.
Catholicism has such bad rep.
Yeah. I would be like, how do you support that? You know, that would be a question where
He goes, whoa. I never said anything about support, my guy. I never said anything about support, my guy. He's like, dude, what the heck? No, get out.
Yeah.
That kind of question would get you thrown out.
Yeah,
for
it
sure.
would. But like at the same time, if you have a good enough like rapport with that person, it might actually be like a prime time to have like that conversation with them.
Yeah, but not if you. The first question you ask him is, "Why do you support
Oh
this?"
yeah, for sure. Like don't put that on them because they're probably like, "Hey, yo, Joe. That's not me."
Don't even let those words exist.
No. Like my church is like safe, you know, and I'd be like, all right, I don't know about that. Yeah.
I feel like a good question to stump them would be like, not stump them, I guess. That's a bad way. That's like me coming in all negative about this.
And like trying.
Trying to hurt the church. I think a good question would be like, hey, how does the Bible interpret new modern society? As in like back in the day, there wasn't an iPhone, you know? So like, how do you, like the issues we have at day now, like brain rot, content or things like that. I just want to know what they think like, well, maybe you can dumb it down to this and this verse, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Or like, what do you think about OnlyFans girls, pastor? And he's like, which one of my subscriptions?
I'll be like, yo, no, you're sick.
You're gross, man.
You're a
gross.
sick guy.
That's so funny, isn't it? The
Yeah.
moment a pastor would be subscribed to an OnlyFans account or like whatever.
Yeah.
Anything that's normal, sexual, we're all like, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
And it's only because he's a pastor.
Because he's supposed to be like holier than like everybody else in the room.
And we forget that he's not just a guy.
Yeah,
He's just a guy
true.
the other day.
The other day I went to a wedding and like one of like
I don't like where the story's going based on how we started this.
I went to a wedding and what's the person called that like officiates the wedding?
Depends on who
is that the word though?
The officiator. It would be the officiator. It just all depends on who it is.
Yeah. So I went and the guy that was officiating it, he was also like a pastor type of guy, whatever. And he was like 25. And I was like, yo, what? Like
you gave up sex that early?
And I was just like, dude, you look like a regular dude. Like
wow.
He looks like a dude that I would see at the bar with us booing at the Bears losing. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird though?
Yeah.
To find someone that young and you're like, dude, you're never gonna experience what I've experienced in my life.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy to think?
Yeah. And I'm just like, dude, so this is what you're gonna do then? Like you're just gonna be out here just like, you know, being a man of God? That's like, you know, it's honorable and stuff, but I'm just like, whoa.
Then it's honorable.
Yeah.
It's just definitely it's a hard pill to swallow because you're just like, you will never have my life experience. And I like my life experience.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well, to end it off on something, would you cheat?
Depends if my God would forgive me. Would my God forgive me? Would I be invited on to podcast to talk about my story and how much of I was a victim and I was, you know, I just there's some variables here, you know.
No.
Obviously not, dude. That's so stupid. Anybody who cheat, look, I love the number one comment I see in any cheating video. Cheating is a choice, 100%.
Yeah,
you don't ever have to cheat.
Yeah, no.
I hate people who are like, I was drunk. It's like still a choice, dude. Still a choice to be in an environment where you knew the people around you were not going to be good for you.
Yeah,
you know, or you're that guy who's like, she came on to me. It's like you didn't have to come back on her.
Yeah, literally. Like all you have to do is just be like, oh, sorry, I have a girlfriend, I have a wife, I have a fiance, and then boom, you're out.
Or just completely get out of the situation.
Yeah.
Like, also, people who argue the whole like when you're drunk it's okay, it's like there's a gray line there. I'm also kind of like no, whether you divorce them or break up with them because of the cheating that happened when they're drunk, you should also probably think about like the future. Like, is someone who gets that blackout to the point where they can cheat on you someone you want in your life?
Yeah,
that's also a whole different conversation.
Yeah,
but you know, so all I'm saying is like there's never a reason to cheat, and never, in my opinion, there's no coming back from it.
Yeah, there's also like the excuse where it's just like, okay, if you do something when you're drunk, chances are you wanted to do it sober. Yeah. So it's just like you were just looking for like the opportunity and like enough of like the will or strength, I guess, you know, to do it,
or like just stop caring for a second.
Yeah.
Look, if you've ever been cheated on, let us know in the comments.
Oh no!
Now let us know what your reaction to this is, because I'm not a Christian, neither is Alex. We're Catholic technically. So let us know, how would a Christian church respond to this?
Yeah. Would you forgive the girl? You know?
Would you?
Me? Probably not. No.
Yeah.
With the kids and all that? No.
Would you you wouldn't stay for the kids?
Nah.
Dang.
I'd be like, you did that to our family.
I don't even know if that one's mine. The 3-year-old.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, actually, that's actually really true.
I would get them tested. I'd be like, are you mine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate people who say, like, you shouldn't do that. That's such a, you like slap in the face. It's like, you cheated on me.
Yeah.
You don't get to tell me what's right or wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah, but let us know in the comments below. Like and subscribe. You know the drill. And tag us in any other video you know that's like this. This was ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
I want more of these.
Yeah.
I want to find the scum of the earth like this.
Exactly. And this has been Alex.
This has been James, and this has been the Leftovers Podcast.